about, where you're going. I was always thinking ahead of time for myself. But anyway, let's start about Memorial Day. Okay? Memorial Day basically is a federal holiday. Okay? It's held in our present month, the month of May, and it is held on the very last Monday in the month of May. Okay? So, go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody has something to say, or?
No. So, this Monday that's coming up, or?
Yep, this Monday is coming up. So we're going to be celebrating Memorial Day this actual Monday coming up. For this year, it's this Monday. Next year, it might be on a different Monday, but it's going to be the last Monday of this month. The last Monday of May. Every year. Okay. Who's affected by it? So who's open, who's closed? Who's open on Memorial Day and who's closed? What do you guys think?
Schools.
Excellent. And there you go. School, we gave it away. Schools and offices. So there are some places that are open, right? What do you guys think would be open?
McDonald's.
Yeah, they're open. They're open. Supermarkets. What else?
Churches.
If you get sick, what do you need?
Hospitals. Like
Police officers are working that day. Firefighters are working that day. Most civil servants that work in public safety, they are working that day. Yes. So, generally speaking, Memorial Day is a day of memory for those who have passed away, but it's also a day of celebration too. Because what happens on Memorial Day? A lot of us go where? To the beach. We go to barbecues. We go to all different events, right? We go all over. So here this was just a slide that shows some places that are open. Let's just see here.
You have to click on the slide, then it opens up the website. Or I probably had it open elsewhere. It'll come.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, just so you guys have an idea, here are some of the stores that are open. And look, guys, it's exactly what you guys said, right? Look it.
I go to all.
It's like you shouldn't. They do.
Furniture.
Right? So you guys kind of get the idea that not everybody is closed, not everybody's celebrating.
Do you want to demonstrate the 3D doodling pen with this group? Because then we want to move even faster.
Yeah. So, Memorial Day, what's the point of Memorial Day? What are we doing? Who are we honoring?
All the veterans.
Well, yes, very close veterans, but it goes a little deeper than that. They had soldiers that have died. Okay, so we have two holidays. We have Veterans Day, where we honor all soldiers, and then we have Memorial Day, where we honor soldiers who have lost their lives in the line of duty or in battle, so we can have our rights and protections here in our country. So some of us are going out and we're celebrating, we're barbecues, and we're going to the beach, or we're going to whatever we're doing. Some of us are going to cemeteries to, unfortunately, say our goodbyes or whatever you say at your gravesite of your loved one. It could be your son, your mother, your daughter, your sister, your brother, whomever. You see people go all over our nation, there are cemeteries filled with people who sacrificed the ultimate duty in war. This is a nice one because you see two things. The Girls and Boy Scouts, they do a great thing where they go around and they put flags on all the stones of the veterans who we've lost during all the wars, from 1860s up to present. Okay? And I'm talking about the wars, not the veterans, you know, not the children, obviously, not the wars. But what do you see here? What do you see right there? Well, flag,
flag
Flag with the-
and
this right here though.
adult and a kid.
Yep, but what is she wearing?
Dress.
She's wearing a black dress. What does it symbolize? Or mourning, right? Mourning. This lady with her child, right, could have very well have lost her husband and the father of the child to war. And this is why it's so important to have Memorial Day, is to keep in mind that there are these people who are out there who are alone currently because of their loss of their loved one during a war. So we could have our freedom. Okay? This is another very touching picture. Not only do we have families who lose loved ones, we have all the military members who lose loved ones, right? So everybody on Memorial Day who has lost a loved one, or even who hasn't, sometimes wants to think about the loss of this person or people, and just kind of say to yourself, you know, people sacrifice a lot. Years and years ago, they used to force you to go in. They had what's called a draft. So you guys know what a draft is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it wasn't a force, but yes, they did force you. Now, these people, they just sign up and go. You know, I mean, think about that. That's a lot of sacrifice to actually take the time to sign yourself up and leave your family and everything behind to go help your country to make sure that we're all safe here.
You can mention your father.
Yeah, my father. My father was in the Vietnam War. He graduated high school here from Yonkers. He went to Commerce High School, and he was 17 and a half years old. Okay? 2 days after he graduated, he received a letter in the mail that they used to have like a lottery, the whole thing, that his number was picked, and he had to be at a place in Getty Square by a certain time, 1 or 2 days later, with his stuff packed. They loaded you into a bus, and they shipped you out. That was it.
So he'd been drafted. They had a military draft. It was required military service of young men.
Some countries like Greece and all, when you graduate high school, they require you to go in the military for 2 years. You have to go. But here, when we're in wartime, sometimes if things get really big, we have to draft. Generally, we mostly elect to go into the military to do this. And going to the military is, I mean, we are talking about, you know, memorializing and so forth, but it's not a bad thing either. Okay, we're not sitting here saying it's all a bad thing, because you can go in and you can learn a lot of excellent skills. You can go in and you could really make a change in yourself and make a change for your country, and you come out a different person. You come out a more put together person, so to speak. They really train you to, you know, be very regimented and kind of go the way you're going. So as we said before, you see all the flags, they're displayed, they're out, they're flying. You'll also notice that when you drive by a lot of homes or wherever you are, you'll see flags outside on houses hanging up. You'll just see flags all over. Okay? Does anybody know what this flower is? Excellent. Who said that? That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. Still, this is called a red poppy. That's excellent. This is used to memorialize or symbolize the blood that the soldiers lost. Okay, during battle. They usually, if you guys have gone to Walgreens on Yom Kippur, you guys use that already? Okay, so they sell them there for like $1. You make a donation, and they give you, and you wear it for the day, or you wear it for however long you want to wear it. And it shows your support for the soldiers who have lost their lives in war. So the poppy is an important symbol of commemorating soldiers. So let's go through this quick. What are the branches? We'll go through the branches though. Okay. And you know how they operate? Which one does what? Okay.
The army uses ground force,
Yep.
which is basically tanks and ground forces, which are vehicles
Yep.
are used.
Yep.
Navy is sea, which uses submarines and boats.
Further.
The Air Force is the things that are the people that uses planes. Marines are the same thing like the Navy, but it's just boats only. Coast Guard is what protects the frontal space of the nation that they're in, and the Space Force is what's in outer space.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it any better.
I have to ask, how did you get such a detailed knowledge?
That was really good. Everybody give them a round of applause. That was really terrific. I couldn't have said it any better. Okay. So we have celebrations. We have events in our community, parades, and so forth. Obviously, because of COVID, we may not have one. We may not have had one last year, and going forward, I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll have to wait and we'll have to see as things get better. This is from Yonkers. This is the Yonkers Memorial Day Parade. You have the mayor. You have a bunch of Boy Scouts here and Girl Scouts and different people around. And it's important that we show our pride to our soldiers who have passed for our freedom. 3 p.m. on Memorial Day, okay? 3 o'clock on Memorial Day, something happens. We have a moment of silence for a reason. Does anybody know why we had that moment of silence?
Due to when the people died, you respect them by giving them silence and letting them know.
That's one reason, but then there's another. One more, let me give you guys a hint. Ready? The next slide's a hint. What do you see there? Who's that? It's President Biden. And what's he doing? So he's hanging the first wreath for the soldiers.
Drafted soldiers that died in war.
Right. He's hanging that, and this is a place called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
I know my brother went to go see it in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and it's an experience that you really have to see, because all day, all night, in all weather.
He told me that they have guards there.
Yep, they walk back and forth. It's literally about a 20-foot walk. Two guys, and they stay, every 8 hours they switch up. Just walk back and forth with guns, protecting the unknown soldiers. Okay, imagine doing that. Just imagine how, staying on your feet for 8 hours in the middle of hurricanes, snowstorms. They're out there constantly. If you guys have a little time later on and you Google the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and the guards, you'll see them. And you can put in hurricane, and you'll see these guys walking in the hurricane back and forth. Okay? That doesn't matter to them. Lightning, tornado, whatever. These guys are there walking back and forth, protecting these unknown guards. Okay? Protecting these unknown fallen soldiers. Everybody understands the point of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier? You get it? These are people who have passed away We don't know who they are. We can't identify them. Okay. We put them here. And last but not least, we have Gold Star families. Gold Star families. Anybody guess what a Gold Star family may be?
The family or a relative of somebody who's in the army.
Okay. Kind of, see if you can embellish a little more. Remember Memorial Day. What do we do?
We celebrate the soldiers who have passed.
Okay. So what do you? Who would get one of those?
The family of the soldiers.
The family of the soldiers. They get a Gold Star. They're called the Gold Star family.
I see the soldiers, so maybe.
Yep. And they become a Gold Star family, and we have them here throughout Yonkers. They're everywhere. They're all over. They're all over. And here's the actual tribute to them. But these people are everywhere, and they, you know, live every day with the sacrifice that is made. So Memorial Day is a solemn weekend, but it is the unofficial start of summer fun, right? Summer fun. So what do we do? What are some of the things we do here? What are some of the things that we get
Go
going
to the
here?
pool,
We're going to the pool. We're going to the beach.
shopping.
Shopping. And what else are we doing? Amusement parks. I mean, we are really, we're getting out there, right? And we are having fun because it's what they consider the unofficial start. Yep. Do you guys know the official start is June what?
June
20. There you go. Perfect.
It ends in like.
And here we go again. You can see there they have a display up. Join us for Memorial Day. This is just showing you guys, you know, how some communities come together. Monday, May 29th, 6, behind the culinary building. Okay. And I believe there we go. There we go. The race is on. Right? The food is on. Barbecues are on. Sorry. Down one. Probably your favorite one, maybe. Everybody here like the beach? Beautiful. There's one small problem with Memorial Day weekend. Well, not going well now, but a bigger problem.
Traffic jam.
Traffic is
Too much
You
traffic,
can't
no
travel
maps.
anywhere. You can't go from one block to the next without hitting traffic, okay?
There's not even no space to go in there.
It's a nightmare.
I'll get lost.
Here, we better get to the cahoots.
Okay. So, this is basically, you know, the end. Do you guys want to watch a quick little video just to cover it? We went over it. It should only take a minute or two. And then what we'll do is we'll go into the Kahoot. We'll play Kahoot. And we'll see how we do.
Do you want me to record this while it's playing, or do you want to hand out the iPad?
On the last Monday in May, citizens
them have
around the
phones,
United
they can play
States
on the phone.
observe Memorial Day. This holiday commemorates persons who sacrificed their lives serving in the armed forces,
So if you have a phone, you can play Kahoot on your phone.
which each November honors.
Otherwise, Dr. Sabol can hand out one of our iPads. We have 9 of them.
Memorial Day weekend also kicks off the unofficial beginning of summer. The origins of Memorial Day date back to the mid-1860s, when the American Civil War was furious. By that time, hundreds of thousands of soldiers had died in battle. The high number of casualties meant that most families in America had lost a loved one to the war. As an act of commemoration, people around the country began decorating the graves of their lost loved ones with flowers. For this reason, the observance was originally named Decoration Day. Several places across the United States, including towns in Pennsylvania, South Carolina, and Mississippi, claim to be the birthplace of the observance. The act of laying flowers on soldiers' graves began spontaneously throughout the country during the years of 1864 and 1865. Then, in May of 1866, the city of Waterloo, New York, organized the first official memorial service. Across all states, the act of laying flowers on the graves of fallen soldiers quickly turned into a ceremonial tradition. In 1868, General John Alexander Logan, who led an organization of Union Civil War veterans, called for May 30th to become a national holiday for honoring soldiers who died in that conflict. After World War I, Decoration Day became known as Memorial Day. The observance expanded to include all service members who sacrificed their lives for the country, not just those from the American Civil War.
And I want to jump into Kahoot, which I think you guys are going to have a little bit more fun with, okay? So, we are going to... Okay, your pin's going to be coming up in 1 second, everybody. Okay, oh, there's your pin. Everybody kind of log in real quick. 163 3717.
Pull up the volume on this icon.
You guys know what this is? Caps. An instrument they play in the military for a number of things, but this is for fallen soldiers. Is everybody logged in? How we doing?
I'm in.
Everybody's in? Everybody, if you're in. All right.
See, now, on Memorial Day, they would place a flag in front of every one of those gravestones.
Yes, your man, yes. Can you hold them? It's amazing, isn't it? Somebody goes and does that. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Question number 1. In which month do we celebrate Memorial Day? April.
It's July.
What month are we in right now?
July.
No, Memorial Day.
It's July.
Not Independence Day.
No, that's what we do to get people confused. We say the wrong thing.
Oh.
It's July.
I got it. Do we have everybody
It's
here?
July.
Excellent. You guys did a good job of eating for me. July 4th is Independence Day, where we got independence from. We have fireworks and everything. Where we got our independence from England.
Like the flag?
Huh?
The flag, they have like...
Well, we got our independence from England and Europe, but that's like for a whole different time and day. Okay, second question. On which exact day is Memorial Day celebrated on? Good, everybody? All right. Well, that's all right. That's not, you know, Monday and Sunday, you can get confused. Okay.
You can even like do it after 10 seconds just to speed up. Like you don't have to wait till the last second if everybody answered.
What do we honor on Memorial Day? Remember, we honor the Excellent. On Memorial Day, we honor every soldier from every country on earth. Think about this one for a second. Guys, think about this one. Where are we? Where do we live? Where are we?
Get it right.
Only here. Every country does their own thing. They have their own day of memorial, independence, and everything. So we'll do one more because I think your teacher's waiting for you. Which country celebrates Memorial Day?
Every country. Not in this one. Sailing in England. Hello, baby. That really wasn't bad.
Alright.
I know.
Look, so we're the only country that celebrates Thanksgiving, July 4th, Memorial Day. Those are all American holidays based on American history.
What day did they win the greatest soldiers who lost their lives during military service? Perfect. This is the last one, but I want to show you guys one more thing. Okay, so Memorial Day. Perfect.
You guys got it right.
Both answers are very acceptable. We do put flags and we do put flowers. Okay? Excellent, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. We're going to warm up for Memorial Day. What I want to do is I want to show you something very quickly. So we have a 3D printer. Everybody knows what a 3D printer does, right? Yeah. Here's a very beautiful little butterfly that was made in the 3D printer. Okay? Alright. So then I'll show you on mine too. You can see, very nice little printed butterfly. And then what we have over here, what I've been working on today, and what I normally do, if you guys want to just put the iPads up here on the table, come over here and look, I want to show you guys.
He's going to do a demonstration of that 3D doodling pen with the melted filament.
So see this? So, I gave my owl away. Unfortunately, I did it now. But just so you guys can see this, because we're always spare time. We only have a little bit of time. What it does is this. It does the same thing as the 3D printer, but I'm now able to use it with my hand. Okay, you ready? So I'll show you guys. What color did you use? Well, I'm making apples for the printables and so forth. This is gonna go to your principal. I would. If you come back to me on an all day, I would be happy to make you one.
Okay.
Or you can make your own.
Oh, you gonna give me it?
Can I come once?
I'll make one.
You have to ask Mr. Sia. It's Mr. Sia's classroom.
Can I come
It's not my classroom. So you guys
It's more
have
about
to-
your teacher. I mean, if Dr. Sabol wanted to.
I don't mind.
said
It's up to Mr. Sia and your teacher.
I don't mind having the kids in here, so, a small group. Because obviously only one person can operate this at a time.
Can I come? Maybe like a 5.
The most you can bring is 5. Gene code and then
Okay, look. You guys ready? So I'll do the first one. Here we go. And we have your teacher here, so I'm going to do this first one quick.
He's just doing a quick demonstration. You can take them whenever you need them, but we're doing a little demonstration.
Don't touch it.
Okay, we learn how to color. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw yellow right in there.
So guys, you feed the filament in the back and then you can advance it. There's a little button, it'll suck it in and heat it up.
Sucking it in. And you'll see the red coming out. And what we can do, as a nice gesture, you guys,
Really cool.
It's satisfying.
if it actually decides to ever come out, it will. It's a little slow.
So you guys just have to be respectful of the tip of this device.
Very hot. It's 250 degrees. And you
I'll
can.
wear myself.
They have little silicone thimbles you can put on your finger to protect yourself.
This is cool. What are you making?
I'm gonna make a little present that you guys can give to your teacher. How about that?
Okay.
We got hard.
Miss Washington, don't look.
Don't look. We're giving you something. Miss Washington. Miss Washington, you can't look. We're making you a gift.
No looky.
Don't look.
I'm gonna go listen to my song.
He's making this for you, so you can't look.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm so flattered. Stop, I'm blushing. I can't.
Look away.
Okay, blocking the screen.
Yeah.
See?
Carl, be taller. It takes some time to come out.
It has to heat up. This has to, because we went from red to a yellow, so the yellow has to just melt just a tiny bit, so we'll give it a second.
Okay.
And then
I'm patient.
we could have a very
No,
cute.
you're not. I know.
She's kind of patient.
I just 11:37.
Wait, this.
Oh, I smell it. I smell it.
Smell it getting hot? Starting to come out.
So guys,
Everybody, and do
just so
not
you
lean
guys-
on the table. Do not lean on the
if
table.
you guys developed this as a hobby, we did have some gray filament. It was PLA. Now we're using the the filament that comes with the 3D pen. It's ABS. Some of you noticed that it smells a little bit, so I told you that's why when I buy a spool of filament, I prefer to buy the PLA because it doesn't have the odor. If you went to Micro Center or bought your own supplies, you'd want to be real careful you were buying the right kind of filament for your printer and your needs. Is it pushed all the way to the tip? It's not
just-
feeding.
You know what I'm gonna do? This.
Oh, I gotta give him to Mrs. Cia. That's why I set him there. Yeah, I didn't put that on.